Hey y'all, welcome to Sports Babes. Looks like the Texans finally drove cars straight out of Houston.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Sports Babes. So it's been made official. Matt Schaub is going to the Texans. 6 years, $48 million. Where does this leave everybody in this mess?
I'm saying Houston, we have a problem because it's not the quarterback that was the issue. It's the fact that they have no offensive line. And I think Atlanta's got a problem too because I'm sorry, they still have Michael Vick, still can't throw the ball. I think the winner in this, David Carr.
Yeah.
Well, you know, David Carr, obviously his experiment with the Texans is completely over. But, you know, David Carr was supposed to have that breakout season last year under the tutelage of Gary Kubiak. He didn't do that. He ended up being inconsistent as usual. Ended up with, what, 12 interceptions, 11 touchdowns, 2 touchdowns in the last 10 games. Maybe he deserved to get the boot.
No, I think he's a better quarterback than that. He was really a scapegoat last year to just mask the bigger problem of the fact that they didn't take Vince Young.
Okay, I'll give you that. I will give you that. The Texans continue to wipe egg off their face after last year's horrible draft pick. I think you can see that clearly with the fact that they just picked up Amon Green, running back. Yeah, you should have picked Reggie Bush. And now this, you know, trying to get Matt Schaub. Yeah, you should have picked Vince Young.
Did you know that Matt Schaub has a lifetime passer rating of 69.2?
What about Matt Schaub? I mean, what do we really know about him? He basically played an equivalent of one game. We don't know what's going to happen. He's a complete wild card
here. You know what? He managed to get 300 yards against the Patriots. I don't know how they lost that game, but he was also a good ACC player. When you think about it, I mean, he was ACC Player of the Year over Phillip Rivers. Not such a bad quarterback there.
Still college, though, Vicky. And I mean, everybody's saying he's got this great reputation based on preseason games, and everybody knows preseason doesn't mean jack.
No.
If he was that great, why did he leave Atlanta? Why did Atlanta let him go when, you know, Michael Vick is still questionable to this day?
A while back, the Falcons also traded another quarterback by the name of Brett Favre.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, that's the biggest loser of this whole thing to me is Atlanta still having to deal with Michael Vick. I mean, the only thing that he threw good last year was the bird at the fans. I mean, you know.
Yeah, Vic has this problem. I mean, he's got a great cannon, but he's not accurate. And now with the West Coast offense, you need an accurate passer, and they do not have that in Michael Vick. They may have had it in Schaub, and that's
Schaub
where
is a pocket passer. Schaub's a great passer. I mean, Paterno's going to bring in this up-tempo style, throw the ball, and I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to blame it on every wide receiver.
I'll say this. Don't give up on Michael Vick yet. This is a guy that is a running back that can throw. Everybody needs to remember that, and he's still a guy you can't leave open. Otherwise, he will end up in the end zone. Bottom line, maybe he just hasn't had the coach that he needed. Let's hope Bobby Petrino is the answer.
We won't be seeing him in the Super Bowl. That's all I can say.
We'll see. We'll have to see. All right, let's head it over to some clutch time.
All right, my clutch time goes to Kay Yow and the Lady Wolfpack, not for making it to the Sweet 16, which they did beating Butler, but because of the way these guys have played. Kay Yow is fighting a stage 4 cancer, and these girls are playing with heart. They're not the most talented team, but these girls have heart. So Kay Yow gets my clutch time, and I will be a Carolina girl pulling for the Wolfpack this weekend.
All right, my clutch time goes out to a man of high moral value. 4-time Manager of the Year, Tony La Russa, gets nailed for a DUI on Thursday. Tony, I'm all about punishing teammates. I don't know what you're gonna do with this. What I have to say is I know you're rich. You're 62. Take a cab.
And my clutch time is going to have to go out to Kevin Durant. Brother, you better be worth every dollar because you're costing everybody fines. MJ, you know, Danny Ainge. Now Kobe's being brought into this. Note to self, don't talk about Kevin Durant unless you're willing to, you know, dish out the big bucks here. On that note, that ends this episode of Sports Babes. Join us again next time at sportsbabestv.com.